different when a real one hold you down. Hop up in the whip, girl, let's ride around town. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile.
He finds you hiding in
Girl, I know it hit different when a real one holds you down. Hop up in the whip, girl, let's ride around town. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl.
I get geek when I see your face. You got a whole vibe, it'll light up the place. I'm like, yeah. The way she walk, the way she talk, like, yeah. The way she give it to me, goddamn. I'm sitting back trying to figure this. A love that was unconditional in plain sight. You was high and playing hide and seek. I peek at boo, I peeked up and I found you screaming. So I'm going all in, spending every dollar, every twin, trying to go up, just to see that smile up on your face. Cause I told you once before, you can light up the place. You know it's sky the limit. I told you I'm in it to win it. Me and you, Bonnie and Clyde, from beginning to the end, and we gon' ride this. We gon' take off to the sunset with a love.
I know it hit different when a real one hold you down. Hop up in the whip, girl, let's ride around town. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. I know it hit different when a real one hold you down. Hop up in the whip, girl, let's ride around town. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. Yeah, you'll be surprised what I do to see you smile. I be thinking about you every minute, thinking about you every hour. Every time we get together, feel like we got superpowers. Yeah, when we go ahead and travel where the world is ours. Baby girl, you know how we do it, girl, you know we proud. You know it's a blessing, I ain't trying to get too religious. But girl, you got blessings, girl, you know we gon' get it. We already talking about where we about to be living. We already talking about wedding and children. We gon' ahead, stack it up, yeah, we running the building. We gon' ahead, run it up, girl, we plotting on millions. Yeah, me and you together, girl, yeah, forever. Yeah, doing stuff, yeah, cause things get better. Yeah, doing things, man, that you gotta used to. And doing a lot of stuff that you are new to. Baby girl, you already know that you're beautiful. And girl, you know a love like this ain't usual. But we gon' get it, yeah, cause we gon' do it better. And baby girl, with you, you know we gon' do whatever. And girl, I want you to hold it down forever. Cause I'ma hold it down forever. Yeah. I know it hit different when a real one hold you down. Hop up in the whip, girl, let's ride around town. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. I know it hit different when a real one hold you down. Hop up in the whip, girl, let's ride around town. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. I know it hit different when a real one hold you down. Hop up in the whip, girl, let's ride around town. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl.
He finds you hiding in
Girl, I know it hit different when a real one hold you down. Hop up in the whip, girl, let's ride around town. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl.
I get geek when I see your face. You got a whole vibe, it'll light up the place. I'm like, yeah. The way she walk, the way she talk, like, yeah. The way she give it to me, goddamn. I'm sitting back trying to figure this. A love that was unconditional in plain sight. You was high and playing hide and seek. I peek at boo, I peeked up and I found you screaming. So I'm going all in, spending every dollar, every twin, trying to go up, just to see that smile up on your face. Cause I told you once before, you can light up the place. You know it's sky the limit. I told you I'm in it to win it. Me and you, Bonnie and Clyde, from beginning to the end, and we gon' ride this. We gon' take off to the sunset with a love.
I know it hit different when a real one hold you down. Hop up in the whip, girl, let's ride around town. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. I know it hit different when a real one hold you down. Hop up in the whip, girl, let's ride around town. You'll be surprised what I do to see you smile, girl. Yeah, you'll be surprised what I do to see you smile. I be thinking about you every minute, thinking about you every hour. Every time we get together, feel like we got superpowers. Yeah, when we go ahead and travel where the world is out. Yeah. I just wanna be successful. I'm running up with the next move. I'ma go hard with the next move. I'ma go crazy with the next move. I'ma run it up like Step Dude. Watch me go crazy with the next move. I'ma go crazy with the next move. Next move. Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
That's checkmate.
Next move.
I win.
Next move.
You lose.
Next move.
I checked you.
Yeah, we ain't letting up. Yeah, we do it on the regular. Yeah, this shit is incredible. Yeah, this shit is impeccable. Yeah, gon' keep your head up. Yeah, I'ma grind, get the bread up. Yeah, times when we gon' grind. Yeah, we gon' know we gon' get chat up. Yeah, they ain't better than us. I want the bread and they let us. I we getting money and we ain't letting up. My foot on the neck and they ain't giving up. Be the way we grind and I ain't giving up. I'm going so hard and never giving up. We grinding so hard, we never lived up. Successful things, we living it up. We fucking it up, we running back up. We getting that money, we doubling it up. They don't wanna really go fuck with us. We getting this cash, you know we the ones. We the ones, the golden ones. Getting this money, you touching my bag, you touching my team. We gon' hit bust. Your next move better be your best move, man. Better go ahead and run it up. I just wanna be successful. I'ma run it up with the next move. I'ma go hard with the next move. I'ma go crazy with the next move. I'ma run it up like Step Dude. Watch me go crazy with the next move. I'ma go crazy with the next move. Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
That's checkmate.
Next move.
I win.
Next move.
You lose.
Next move.
I checked
Yeah.
you. I told my kids, yeah, the sky is the limit. I'ma get money as long as they print it. Make my next move my best move with my clan. I'ma get it from a little to a grown ass man. I ain't letting nobody stop my show. I'ma get dough every damn week though. Every damn day I'ma get the cheese. Guacamole overdose of getting blue cheese. Got me running with niggas who don't give a fuck. 100 bales on the gumbo loaded in them trucks. Keep them guns on me 2 steps ahead of my enemy. Cause I know they wanna see me rest in peace. But I ain't going, I ain't went. Punk bitch. Get my money, get my hustle on. I'm rich. My whole team living life on successful shit. Rich. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, y'all ready? I'm just playing music. Y'all ready? Well, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Cause this my shit. This my shit, man.
Let's go.
I'm on my rack race. I'm on my paper chase. I'm on them road to riches. Fuck all them bitches. I'm on my rack race. I'm on my paper chase. I'm on them road to riches. Fuck all them bitches. I'm on my rack race. I'm on my paper chase. I'm on them road to riches. Fuck all them bitches. I'm on my rack race. I'm on my paper chase. I'm on them road to riches. Fuck all them bitches.
And I was taught to get it by any means necessary. Keep my gun on me even in January. This after Christmas, niggas get to robbing on the first. Cause they know you getting money coming in. And that work could get served if you on that purpose. Standing on corners, I'm in your car trying to ride through. Hustle like stars, you know. Everybody watching, they can see who you are. And all that fronting that you doing might get you disbar. You know pianos, I push more keys than talking about seizure of the sets while we seize them. Rearrange the game, now seeing is believing them. Now everybody wanna be like us, but we ain't like them. Plenty unsolved murders in my hood, niggas be scared. Talking about what they gonna do around here, they talk right loud about they rap. But niggas don't know that we just scared. And since we stepped up off them steps, we been pressure, nothing less. And you see we been the best, schooling youngins and them vets.
I'm on my rack race. I'm on my paper chase. I'm on them road to riches. Fuck all them bitches. I'm on my rack race. I'm on my paper chase. I'm on them road to riches. Fuck all them bitches. I'm on my rack race. I'm on my paper chase. I'm on them road to riches. Fuck all them bitches. I'm on my rack race. I'm on my paper chase. I'm on them road to riches. Fuck all them bitches.
Hey, that's my dog, we built for war. Let's get it now. Hey, M.O.B., yeah, that's just the motherfucking code. Yeah, keep that heater on me, cause I know it's cold, I know it's bold. Swear to God, man, we went from broke to the wrist being froze. Look how I go, I just wanna ball, that's how it go. They already know, we
just get on the beat and then we express our flow. Call it TT, watch how explode. Watch how we get there, racks in the go. All the way to the top, watch how we go. No, we got motion, watch how it go. Watch how we go, let's go. I'm a ball, yeah, just like the major league. These niggas ain't fucking with us, can't hear them in them haters see. We just do this shit cause you already know we just gon' get this money. I just wanna do this shit, but haters wanna take.
Yeah. What's up with all my peoples? What's up with all my peoples? Welcome to Men's Motivational Mondays. Yeah. You know, yeah. Big fan, one of those, one of those.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, and we got special guest Andre. You know what I'm talking about? Big man on campus. Hold on. You know what I'm talking about? Holland, bro. You gotta get it right back. I was finished doing my little intro. I had you. I ain't like it. We got Andre, Big Man Holland on the building right now, man. Yeah, man. Also, shout out to Worldwide. Shout out to Star Qualities. Shout out on Fridays. Shout out to Busy One Radio. We're on the radio every Sunday. Shout out on Wednesdays. And shout out to the Men Motivational Monday. Going down. What happened? Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She good with it. You know what I'm talking about? Hodge in the building.
That's right. Hodge.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's been going on this week, man? What's y'all anybody want to share something that's on their mind?
I've been blessed.
We all been blessed.
I've been blessed, man. That's the first thing you gotta say, bro. You gotta just acknowledge when you've been blessed. Facts. Right. Just acknowledge when your life is changing and it's good and you're feeling it and it's for once you truly acknowledge what you are blessed and you happy to feel good, man.
That's right.
Positivity on a million. Let's go.
That's on a million. Yes, Lord. Energy.
So
energy.
Ain't today the Mexican holiday, Cinco de Mayo?
It's technically ain't really a Mexican holiday.
So do you know what they did that glorifies this day so much for them and their heritage?
This is supposed to be the Day of the Dead, right?
No, this is the day that they actually fought a war, and it was 2,000 Mexicans and it was 5,000 Italians.
And they won.
And the Mexicans beat them.
Hey, there you go, bro.
So they celebrate Cinco de Mayo because of that actually.
Hey, man, give it up for him, man. Give it up, man. Get up to my essays, my
Andale.
So,
put the disclaimer up.
oh, y'all need the disclaimer.
Yeah, put the disclaimer up, man. Before you start acting a fool, cause it's gonna be funny. I'm laughing too. I ain't gonna laugh too.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo. He's talking about Andale and Cinco de Mayo.
You already know. You already know, Chris.
Yeah, we got you, Chris. We definitely gonna play that for you.
Yeah,
we better know it.
So let's talk about this event coming up. It's a delay, but it's about to pop up.
Oh, you're talking about the Comedy Jam coming to the stage, walking through it tour. Yes, we're in Kansas City, Missouri. We got your host right there, Andre Holland. I've been blessed. I'm on it. Shout out to Big Funny. I can't see who the new guy is. But shout out to him. I think he's from KC. So KC showing love.
Kansas City?
Yeah,
that's what's up, man. Kansas City.
We just came back from Jacksonville.
What?
Yeah.
How was that?
Let them do it.
Oh, it was a blessing, man.
Man,
that was a very good eye opener. Very it was more healing and cleansing that trip was.
So how to walk out into the Kansas City.
Yeah, I was hosting that. I hosted the whole tour.
Okay, y'all making moves out here. You hear me? Yeah, it's good to have good people around you.
Yeah, always, man.
That's
You
right.
gotta have them.
That's
Gotta
right.
have good people. Met some dope people down there. People on the tour, very dope people.
Okay,
Dope
so
women, very dope women.
before we start answering the questions, though, I want to put up the disclaimer. And yeah, thank you. I'm taking this shit out. It's breaking me out. I gotta.
Over there, maybe you have to turn the mic up a little bit.
Oh,
I don't say for over here. She sounded fine. No, that might pick up.
it wasn't all up. The mic wasn't up at all. The mic wasn't up at all. That's probably why. But before we get into the topic, remember last week when we was talking about Shador?
Mm-hmm.
I want to throw up what happened real quick. I don't know if y'all know about it or not, but
You talking about with the owners?
yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it. I guess the owners, they were trying to blackball them. They were trying to tell them don't draft you know, and take them off your board.
That, but this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, but I'm talking about how they got fined from the prank call.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Couple $100,000.
What the NFL?
350,000 actually total.
250 to the team, 100,000 to the dude who let his son do that, get that shit off. Mm-hmm.
From the prank call. So the total amount was 350,000 that they got fined for.
But they ain't hurt nobody.
My husband asked a good question. I don't know if nobody know about it, but he asked, "Where's the money going?"
Yeah, I want to know. Like, is it going to just
NFL.
the NFL? Yeah. So that the money is going to the NFL?
You know, when they find a motherfucker, they slide that shit back in their back pocket.
Yeah.
NFL is all, because the NFL is a separate company for each team.
Yeah.
Each every entity is their own business. So the NFL is their own shit. They got their commercials. They got the NFL app. They got little shit. Hey, people on their payroll. Motherfuckers on NFL.
So you don't think Shador or Dion getting any of them?
No,
Hell no.
I don't know.
Why would they?
Well, damn.
Because that's like nigga do something to you and they give a motherfucker fines and court costs, nigga. You don't get none of that bread.
What is 350,000 to a $1 billion team?
Nothing.
That ain't shit. They ain't hurting no damn body. We know what they doing it for, but it is what it is.
I was listening to y'all on the way, and we was talking. Y'all said anything I wanted to bring up. Something I wanted. It was on my heart for the last few days after the news and shit. You know what I mean, going on locally. Like,
Yeah.
I wish that our young niggas out here that's making moves and doing the shit they doing be willing to be accountable for their moves versus risking their lives for little shit. You know what I mean? Like fleeing the loot and having a gun ain't shit. Receiving stolen property ain't shit in the big scheme of things. But a nigga willing to run and have pistols and put himself in a position where they end up fucking dead over some shit where you could do a few years, get the fuck back out, take your hit on the head and keep the shit moving. Versus niggas be willing to put so much on to put their lives on the line for fucking shit. Like if you out here making these moves, when I did what I did, I stuck my chest out. When I got caught, I ain't never had to tell nobody. I ain't had to go to trial because I looked at the motherfucker in their face and said, I did that shit. What type of deal can I get? I did that shit with my chest out. I had a gun. I sold dope. I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? I was out here. I wasn't by accident. Nobody drug me out this motherfucker. I ain't a victim. I made these choices as a grown-ass little nigga. You know what I mean? But I see so many little niggas putting their lives in jeopardy for showtime. Like, now, if you facing Buck Rogers time, now, if you facing some real-life Buck Rogers time, but receiving stolen property, having a gun, that ain't no time for real in the big scheme of things. You ain't never been in trouble. You ain't never got no. You're going to do a couple few years. If you out here with your chest out, why are you scared to do a couple few years?
So what actually happened?
The young man that just got killed by the police by accident, guy, I guess these guys stole a car.
By accident.
They stole a car and was sitting in the stolen car, sleeping in this motherfucker.
Yeah, the neighbors called on.
Well, the motherfucker whose car it was knew where it was at because they had GPS. So they rolled. I think they rolled through the lot because they showed a picture of the car sitting with niggas sleeping in it. So they called the police. Police come startle the niggas. Niggas jump out and peel. But one of the young niggas had a gun on him. And when he ran through some dumpsters, he had the gun in his hand. He running. You running. You got a gun in your hand though. When you come out the dumpsters, the gun pointed at the police over there. He lay you out.
You talking about the young boy that got killed?
Right. He got laid out. You know what I'm saying? Like he might not have been pointing the gun at the cops. He might have just been running with the gun, just scared, just in the moment. And that's what I want to talk about. Like, if we in the moment doing some of this shit, like, it come with 20 times, we just like, you know what, fuck it.
So they said they actually found the gun.
Yeah, they shot the gun. Yeah, it's Cindy Clinton Mary.
But he the one who father hit the police. Was that the same police killed his son though?
Yeah.
So that's the point of it.
It was a Cincinnati cop that shot his son.
Right. So why he killed another cop? He was an innocent cop.
That was a whole nother. I wasn't gonna go in that direction and try the rights and wrongs about how I locked it. I didn't know. No, you ain't gotta get it out. You know what I mean? So for me, it was like I don't want to get into all that because as a father whose child just something happened and you feel like it was wrong, I ain't here to judge damn motherfuckers. All I want to do is talk to the young motherfuckers. Be like, if you out here waving your dick, carrying guns and selling dope and stealing cars and doing this shit, understand this shit come with a motherfucking tag to it. And if you get caught sometimes, you just gotta sit down and be like, you know what? I did that shit and I can come back out and do it again if I want to. But if you get in a situation where you don't live to see the motherfucking situation, it's like you wasted your life away. Like you could have did 3 or 4 years, probably not even that, as an 18-year-old nigga with a gun and sitting in a stolen car. And you ran a little bit. But since the fact that you had the gun in your hand, you failed. They show a video of this motherfucker falling with the gun in his hand and getting back up and keeping the gun in his hand and running. And coming through the bump of the dumpsters with his gun in his hand. But it just happened to be, if you run like this. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a pistol in your hand while you running, and the motherfucker on that side of your body, they can legally say, you give a motherfucker an opportunity to say that you pointed it. You know what I mean? You don't give a motherfucker the opportunity to lay you out and have an excuse. You're not when you facing fucking a couple years. What the fuck is a couple years when you out this motherfucker for real? If you let your nuts hang, let your motherfucking nuts hang.
Let me say this part.
Can I ask you a question before you say your part? I am trying to get into this though. I listened a little bit, and they was mentioning like the gun was in the bushes already. They had mentioned that part, like they didn't say that he necessarily had it, but motherfucker kept switching it up. If you paid attention to word for word, verbatim, I'm talking about. She said first off, gun in bushes. Then she said something about
because when he got
pointed gun. Hold on.
I'm gonna call you
gun
back.
in bushes.
I'm on the podcast.
Then we got pointed gun. Then we don't know if there was a gun.
Did you watch the video? If you watch the video, he didn't fall.
But did you ever see a gun in the video?
They showed when he failed.
Did you see a gun?
When they failed.
In their video, did you see a gun?
When I seen him fall the first time, like because the day they showed a different picture. They showed before he went through the dumpsters, when he stumbled and fell.
They showed a video today.
You know what I'm saying? Like they showed a video, but they slowed it down where they try to get a picture, but it's grain. So in the picture, when he fell before he went between the dumpsters, he slipped and fell, so he fell down. And when he got back up, it looked like he had something in his hand. You know what I'm saying? And I can see myself running. If I'm running full speed, I'm running like this, nigga. And if I got a pistol in my hand, and I'm running like this, I just happen to be running. And the cop happen to be over that side. That's just fucking Final Destination shit. That's a bad scenario because the nigga probably would have tossed it when he hit the corner. You know what I mean? Because he was in flight mode.
It could have been tossed. That's what I
so
was
can we?
When the police came,
I would have left it in the car.
when the police came, it could have been tossed, but the fact that the police might have seen because it was still there, or the fact that it never would have been a gun, I feel like we don't know. Can you see it?
But the thing is,
them falling asleep in the goddamn stolen
so
car.
I brought it up. I
It
didn't
was a
put-
stolen
so-
one.
So you misunderstanding what I said. I said the whole thing was that the fact that our young niggas, if you out here doing what you doing, you need to not be scared of that fucking time. That's what you missed. You came in on the ass end. That's what the whole discussion was about. I wasn't trying to judge a nigga because I done been out here with pistols and gun shit and all
You do
types
the
of
time,
shit.
you do the time.
Right.
Right.
So if I'm sitting around out with a pistol and I'm doing some extracurricular shit, then I need to motherfucking be able to be like, all right, you got me. I do this 2 or 3 years or whatever it is, and I get the fuck back out, and I'm okay. But to put yourself in a situation where a motherfucker can do that to you and kill you because of your choices. Because you could have left it in the car, you could have dropped it when you got out. When you fell, you could have kept that shit going on.
I don't believe he ever had a good. Me personally, I don't believe that kid ever had a good one.
Right.
And
If
I
you
believe
wouldn't say
it
nothing
might have been around.
All right, listen.
Might have been some geese around
We're
for
going to
sure.
get back to the news that's going on.
I don't think that gun was on.
We're going to get to the new news.
For her to want to shoot him dead
We
in
got
his tracks.
Andre Holland.
Okay.
And I
in
run
the
from
building,
police
man.
all the time.
And
they
I got
catch
questions
me.
to ask you.
Hold on, we about to get into the
We're
topic.
gonna get into this interview.
Catch my
We're here for the interview. You know what I mean? Y'all ready? Cause it's about to go down right now. So, when you first realized you was funny?
When I looked in the mirror,
Hey, bro.
cracked up laughing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, for real, it was in elementary, man. I did the talent show in the 3rd grade. You know what I'm saying? We just capping on people, so everybody kept saying like, "Man, you funny, you funny." Then I got older, just you know what I'm saying, roasting people like you put it on stage. So did a talent show that we used to have, a big talent show. So I did that and rocked it. So that's when I knew like this what I'm supposed to be doing.
So, who was your biggest comedic influence in the game? Who influenced you the most? Would you say?
Back in the day, it was Red Fox. That was the smoothness and the funniness and the realness that he brought. So he was telling real stories, but he made it funny. So man, Red Fox was a big one that I used to listen to as a kid. I used to sneak and listen to the records. And then an old lady, man, named Mom's Maiden. It was funny. She was funny on records, man. It was just, you know, I'm 51, so I know all the old school.
Right,
So,
that
so
explains
so
what you
Mom's
just said.
Maiden, man, she was funny. And then for real, I know we ain't talking about it, but Bill Cosby was funny on the clean side, but he was hilarious, and you put all this funny stuff
Back in the day, right, back in the 70s.
Yeah,
You're right.
it was funny,
People
like real
TV.
funny.
Right.
Then became
Talk
Richard
about
Pryor.
Bill before the pudding pop.
Yeah, before the pudding pops. And
Before the pudding pop.
then Richard Pryor, the number one.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah, he did his comedy. He wrote all this stuff when he was locked up. He made him laugh, keep him off of it. You know what I mean? So those cats, man, really inspired me a lot.
All right. So, what was your very first joke on stage, and did you land it?
The very first joke on stage, I then landed. I was talking about something I saw my mom do. And everybody just sat there, just like we sitting here now, like quiet. And I'm just sitting on the stage like, y'all ain't hear me? They're like, oh, we heard you. Like, you know what I'm saying? We heard a lot. We heard you, but you need to sit down, like, because that wasn't funny. So it was trash. That first time was trash, man, but I just kept going.
Well, maybe he was just thinking bigger than what the wrong mind could
Yeah,
do.
that's what I told him. Y'all ain't smart enough to understand. I said, they over their head. Yeah, it went over way over their head and out the door. You know, they didn't laugh at all. But you learn, you live and you learn. I think every comic done had that moment on stage where.
I got a question real quick with that. Did that make you unmotivated?
No, it made me more motivated because I was like, I know I'm funny. Y'all go laugh. So next show came in, rocked it. You know what I mean? Like when you got confidence in yourself and you know what you're supposed to be doing, you got to take those L's. Mm-hmm. You got to take an L to get strong. You can't always win. But you win with your L's because it's a learning. It's a
L's
learning
and lessons.
It's a
L's
lesson.
and lessons.
It's a lesson.
Lessons.
It's a lesson. And, you know, comedy game, Care probably can speak on this. Other comics be like, man, you shouldn't be doing this, but they see what you bring. Right. So they like, oh, you need to stop them. They don't think, no, you ain't stopping what I know what I got. Like, when you know you got a gift, can't nobody open it or
You
destroy it.
swerve every now and again, but you on your line.
Right.
You own that line.
Yeah, you gotta own
it and stick your chest out.
You gotta own it.
So let me ask you this: what has been some of your best sets, unscripted or
Unscripted. Just going out there raw. Always.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, just going out there
Another
straight.
branch on raw.
Straight raw. Just going out there, feeling the crowd. Looking at, see, when I get to a show, I introduce myself, make them family already. Like,
right.
I'm your cousin, your uncle, your nephew, whatever, man. You read the crowd, study your crowd, and see what they talking about. Sometimes when I hear a table talking, I use their topic or what they talking about. But the best shows is when you just go up there raw.
You always should go in here and just look at your crowd because you can find 5 minutes just from your crowd. And I learned that from Mark Gregory. He came and told me, like, bro, just watch your crowd. Yep. And I bet you get 5 minutes right there. He told me to pick 4 people. Now I go in and I just watch the whole crowd. I got a 5-minute set just to get started on the 25-minute set. You know what I mean? So definitely understand that.
My man right here, what's your name, bro?
Sam.
And he was talking. If you'd have been at the table talking like that, I'm like, dude, you need to be on the news. Man, you reporting everything. Like, he was strong, like he was confident about it. Yeah, he was strong and confident. Like, I was like, yeah, so I mess with you in the crowd. Like, man, you work for the news. You was powerful with it. Like, even when they was trying to cue you, you gonna finish what you have to say. Like, so I was like, I'm like, they dragging him down. I'm a little nervous. I was over here scared of him. Like, is this an interview or interrogation?
Dateline.
He said Dateline. Oh, they talking about hood dudes live from Memphis.
I was over here sweating like.
It's all right.
But I was like,
that's the energy though.
Yeah, I was like, man,
why somebody said hood news from live from Memphis? Jerry Mingo.
He can be my lawyer in any situation, bro, because he ain't gonna stop talking. He got what he needed to say out.
I understand my subject.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you want to say your comedy, you want to say your crowd. Like, if I open my mouth about a subject, this ain't my first rodeo or thought of this. So I have layers of my understanding.
Right. So
you know, like, you got layers of your comedy. Like, you play a table, you play a crowd, you take your 5 minutes, like he said, and turn it into a half an hour, 45 minutes, because you understand your craft. You don't need a rule book or nothing. You start off, get primed up, and from there you just let that pump go. You let that pump go.
But as a man, though, I feel like it's all right. It's okay to listen though. Because sometimes that might help you polish up. You gonna learn as a man. Like he said. I'm just saying, like, sometimes, like,
you learn every day, every single way.
You wake up, learn. Just be patient with yourself and take it one day at a time. Like, I feel that. Listen to me. Yeah. Listen to me. And then, whether you want to go with it or not, just take my little, you know what I mean? And with your knowledge, we manifest the most powerful shit in the world because we using each other networks and our energy, our vibe, everything come to play. So it's like you gotta make it make sense. So.
Right.
Absolutely. Clap to that.
Like that's what it goes back to what Andre was saying. Like hearing a motherfucker, you sit there and you actually listening to the crowd. You ain't just hearing with a book of jokes and just gonna say some shit. You actually sitting down and be like, I had an idea how I wanted to run this shit. But when I got in here, I heard this motherfucker saying this, I heard this going about that. So I'm gonna start priming it with this thought process. But at the same time, it ain't changed my fucking where I'm at. But it gave me a perspective to give me some time to dialogue about and and circumvent the whole system and get back to what I do because y'all came to see me. Y'all right.
Yeah, one thing about being on stage, listening to the crowd, man, you got to go up there with confidence on yourself, because they can read you. Yeah, they can read you like this.
They gonna know you. They gonna see off rip. Like, let me see how this man coming.
You don't even believe in yourself.
You nervous.
You nervous, but I go up there like I'm already there. Like I'm already there.
You already funny. You already funny.
I like the way you do that in there. Says you make people family.
Okay, I'll make you laugh or not.
I'm your cousin. I'm your brother. I'm this. I'm that. And that. You know, because as all of us want to be relatable. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When it comes to any environment we in, you know what I mean? We want to be heard, but we want to be relatable. We don't want to be above nobody, below nobody. We want to treat everybody, and we kind of, even we disagree or whatever. It's perspective sharing. As comedians, y'all are professional perspective sharers. Right. And I appreciate what you do, what Kev do, and how y'all do that shit, because that's an art without a fucking paintbrush, without a fucking canvas. You know what I mean? Because y'all got to do that shit on the fly and keep that shit in the read.
That's for our artists, though. That's for any artist, though.
Right. That's what I say. Artists in general.
Any artist.
All right. So I'm gonna
So artist to a rap artist.
Okay. So we forgot to read the disclaimer. Everyone on the panel is expressing their opinion, and their opinion is strictly their opinion. It does not have anything to do with the brand, nor does it reflect on the brand's integrity. Yep. Let's finish this interview. Let's go.
All right. So do you think comedy has gotten too sensitive?
In a way. Sometimes, you know, not too much. I won't say sensitive, but you gotta.
You've been coming on stage,
slapping. Yeah, you slapping. You know, with that was just. I don't even know what to say about that one.
How about, was it an actual skit? Because I think that
I feel like it was a skit
back in the day.
Yeah, I feel like it was because you just ain't gonna do that on that major stage. That you ain't gonna do that on that major level in front of everybody on that major show.
And you had a movie coming.
Yeah, all that's publicity. That's what happened. Chris Rock ended up doing his little special. Yeah. What did he do? Talk about Will Smith. Then did a whole damn special. He gave him something to talk about. Gave him something to do a special about. He made money. Didn't you say Will Smith had a movie out?
Yep. He came shortly with a movie. That's keeping him relevant.
Yeah. You know. But if you look at it and you go back into the archives, man, somebody did that already.
Exactly.
It was I can't remember the name of who it was, but it was the exact same skit.
You saw how he smacked that man. That man was acting. That wasn't no real smack. Y'all know if you smack somebody, boy, come on. That boy go. Will Smith, that man was about to punch the shit out of him. If he was really talking about his wife and he would have punched him. I ain't about to open hand and smack nobody, bro.
And that's disrespect.
I would have slapped him on that. If you was gonna do it, sleep his ass on national TV instead of smacking him. And then going back and sit down talking about take my wife name out your mouth.
And even with that, they kept the show going.
Yeah,
that's what I'm about to say.
Come on, man.
And it was quiet.
It was real shit. The white folks would cut it off.
Sam, you could just move that out there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just slide that on out there so you can have room to walk.
Yeah. So I want to ask you a question. Like, I know, like, you done told a whole lot of funny content on there. And have it ever been a time where it was so funny, it was funny to you, and you had to kind of like pause because you start laughing at your own?
I do it like almost every show. Like Kev would tell you, I do it at every show. Like I feel like I'm watching a comedy. Right. I'll say something and it'll be funny, and I'll be trying my best not to keep laughing.
Yeah.
But the energy of the laugh when I do it, they keep laughing. Like, and I even heard somebody in Kev heard me, it was like, when you can laugh at yourself, bro, he up there crying like he watching his own show. And that's what I do. So that's what. Yeah. So with that, man, it be a lot of times, all the shows for real that I'll say something that's crazy and just laugh at myself.
Right. No, but that laugh.
Right.
So what's your take on stealing jokes? It doesn't happen more than
on that aspect, man, I feel honored. If you want to steal my stuff, go ahead. Cause you ain't gonna rock it like I do.
Exactly.
But you can go ahead and I done heard my stuff on stage before.
Ooh.
But I'm like, they honor me. So I walked up to them like, I honor you for using. I was like, it went over. You did it. So
do you get? This is a controversial question. Do you get people thinking that you like men because of you doing certain skits?
I don't care. Let them think. No, I don't know if they do. Let them think.
Because I was at a couple shows and I was like, he clowned, but everybody thought it was funny when you was acting feminine.
Yeah.
So I felt like
people.
No, that's why I said this a raw ass question because I seen that and I was saying, do you get people thinking that? That's all I'm asking.
Can I answer that for him? Let me answer for him. Hell no. What you mean? This nigga walk. I'm gonna shut up.
I'm just asking.
But nah, this nigga walk in, they run to him. Like they don't think this nigga sweet. They were them mamas, them aunties, that's the nigga tree. Right there. Bro.
But if I answer that, it has like if they rolling that way, they're kind of like, man, you ain't doggish, you made it funny. You know, some comedians scared they'll talk about it because they scared to joke about it, they scared to act it out, they scared to do that. So a lot of them like, man, look, man, thank you for making me feel a part of the show. So I'm like, yeah, man, this don't tell you know, man, we cool, you know what I mean? But like Kev said, man, yeah, I ain't gonna say that on.
Right.
It's day to day.
You grown.
You grown.
You grown. Like, you on roll.
You have orgies?
Oh.
You sanctified.
She don't. They know I ain't saying. Yeah, man, you gotta take every topic, man. Just talk about like my last show. It was a stud there that I said I'm gonna get that after the show. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, wait till we get after the show. It's on. You ain't got a stud body. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to be like one, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You thick." So I mess with everybody in the crowd, and they love it, man. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Like, yeah.
I noticed it. I loved it. I was like, he crazy.
You got to come to the show.
When you
Saturday.
Yeah. Park Place.
Shout it out right now. What time?
Park Place, 8:00.
Y'all know what it is. Jamie J comedy show.
Jamie
Park
J
is going down. You got Andre Holland, Jamie J, me.
I got that flyer too. I'm gonna have to post that up. Let me put that in here. I got that
from Columbus, I think.
Yeah.
And she comes from Columbus.
I got that.
My boy Trey Howard's on the mic, so it's gonna be a good night.
I'm gonna share that at the end, both of them and stuff, because I do get that. I got that flyer too for Jamie J.
So I had something. I wanted to say something about the joke stealing thing you said. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some people like exactly what you said. Can't nobody do it like us. Like that's my joke. I know I have a joke that nobody can do but me. You know what I'm saying? So you can try to steal it, but it ain't gonna come out the way I bring it. Because I done it so many different ways that any way you do it won't be funny for you. But at the same time, we all got the same ideas for jokes. Sometimes that happens. Like I done heard one time, I did a joke and the dude that came up pretty did the same thing because he had the same idea, but he stuck with his joke. Now I'm not gonna say he tried to steal it because I ain't making millions of dollars and shit. So let's be real. You up and coming is you gonna go to an open mic, majority of the time people gonna snatch your shit and think it's funny.
Or hit your comment or hit your subject matter. Because I think at the end of the day, y'all hit subjects.
Yeah.
Y'all make relevant subjects that relate to hilarious. And if a motherfucker be like, yeah, I can hit that subject too, and then try to steal from your shine initially, per se, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like you said, you can't. You know, my perspective is mine. You saw what you saw from over there, and your shoes still don't fit over here. So I'm cool with that.
I feel like I said, man, it's an honor. Like you think I'm that good, and you're a comedian. Yeah, I'm a comedian. You know what I mean? And that's one thing in the comedic world. You got to support every comedy. That's a comedian, that's our job. If he's labeled as a comedian, I'm labeled as a comedian. If he don't rock it well, don't put him down. Don't put her down. Encourage him. You know what I'm saying? Encourage her like, you up here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But if we always dog people out, like my man said, you ain't playing. I know he was playing, but sometimes that can get to people. You know what I mean? And when you hate, it's like I come back. If somebody can know, I come back. If somebody in the crowd saying something about another comedian, I defend them. Right. I'm like, can I ask you what you do? Right. You just rocked on this. You just rocked on this dude. What are you doing with your life? Right. Why you come if you know? If you ain't come to laugh, don't come to a comedy show. Right.
Well, at least be open-minded. You know what I mean? And like you said, sometimes the motherfucker don't have a good night, and this is shit. Like that's we human.
Yeah, I just had a question about the comedian thing when y'all said y'all stick together. Remember Cat Williams? He said that a lot of his shit got stolen, and a lot of certain, and then he showed the clips and the certain things where they like reversed it and said it a certain way, but it was the same thing. It's a lot of comedians that don't get along, but I have noticed with you guys that you guys rock hard. Y'all rock hard with each other. Y'all been doing it for years, and I just want to shout that out.
I'm gonna be 100. It's clicked up in this city. Right? I'm not gonna lie to you. You got the cats that rock with the club scene. You got the cats that want to do it on their own. You got the white crew, the black crew. It's like that. One thing I want to do as a comic myself is just rock with everybody. Yeah. And people, I want you to know me for my character as a person, as a man, as what I move, how I stand on stuff. And everybody in this game that knows me is all love. I ain't got no hate towards nobody. But I want greatness out of myself. And if I don't want to follow your way, please don't try to force your way on me.
Oh.
Comics to comics. Listen here. When I tell you how to do comedy, I'm telling you how to be a comic like me. That's your art. I can't tell Dre how to do comic because that's his art. So at the end of the day, when you come in this game, be authentically you, yourself, and be just genuinely, this is your art. Now, people can give you a little piece of the blueprint, but you got to make your own. Because a lot of times we get lost trying to be like our greats, but people don't realize our greats were themselves. Richard Pryor told stories about himself in prison. You can't tell stories of what Richard Pryor did if you ain't been through what Richard Pryor been through. He was being himself. That's why he great. Bernie Mac, what was it? Himself. That's all you got to be in this game. Be yourself.
I love it.
People always trying to tell people, I'm trying to mentor you. No, bro. Let him be his art. If he comes for advice, give the advice, but let him be himself. I don't want to be like nobody else but me. Like
I love that.
When people say you want to be the best version of yourself, that's how you got to be in this game, bro.
And to add on to that, man.
And that's I'm gonna cut you off. That's the reason why he's so cold. That's the reason why he's so great. This is the reason why, and I'm gonna give him his flowers. He going to London. He doing big things like that. Because bro, himself, no matter what. He'll tell me, Kev, I look up to you. I look up to him because I see how he moves. And it's never changed. It's never false. It's never phony. It's always 100. So I got
shout out. Would you going to London? When are you going to London?
August.
In August. Are you nervous?
No,
I'm excited. You excited about it? Okay. He's silly. He do churches too.
Hey, yo, I have to let he's in the church doing this. It gotta know where you. And when people don't realize, when you in the church, you are funny.
Yeah, if you can do church,
clean comedy. Because you doing clean church comedy. It's no cussing, no profanity, no vulgar stuff. This man literally goes in this church and make people bust out laughing. Not everybody can do that.
No. With the outfit he had on was funny by itself.
So, and the thing is,
you ain't right.
You got to. Everything you present yourself, you gotta. I would wear some shoes that don't look right, just so they be like, oh, look at the shoes. I'm like, I know, right? Look at it.
But it cost me a lot, so I had to put these motherfuckers on. So I had to do that today.
Even with that, like, I be humble. Like, people come up to me like, man, we look up to you, bro. I be like, y'all look up to y'all. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, with Kev, I had I was going through some heavy stuff. You know what I mean? Then me and Kev did a play. So every time we on stage, he laughed. He was like, dude, you funny. I was like, yeah, I used to do comedy. But I quit, man, because it's just, he's like, no, I'm going to get you back on stage. I like, it is what it is. That Monday, I didn't even know that I was on the show. He put a flyer out with me headline. Not the first comedian, not the second comedian. He had me headline. This was my first show back on stage, and I got a standing ovation.
That's great.
Show. Like,
wait a minute, didn't the other guy say that too? Shout out to Kev, man. That's beautiful. That's the second person I heard say that.
Hold shit down and stomping around.
That the other guy that was here, he was funny as hell. He died. He said the same thing. Didn't he say that Kev? He said you like made him like do certain things because y'all. He was funny, but he said that looking up with Kev.
You can tell they got.
He gonna turn. He gonna polish you up. I'm gonna put it like this, bro. I want everybody to be great. I only get better if I got greatness around me. What's that saying? Iron sharpens iron. So why would I keep a bunch of people that wants to be average? Bump that shit.
We're looking up to you.
Everybody striving. It was crazy. They looking up to me as much as I'm looking up to them. It's never. They better than me in my eyes. I look up to him because I'm trying to get on his level as much as he's saying the same shit about me.
That's wonderful.
We ain't got no hate, nothing. We just trying to grind and make it happen. This man makes me situation just as much as I put him. He put me into clean comedy. I ain't never done that at first when I was doing it. I was acting a fool. I went in there and knew, oh damn. He said, look, kid, you funny without even cussing. You know, so ain't nobody else gave me no opportunity to do that. He did that and paid me to do it. Without even knowing that I can do it.
Salute. That's real brotherhood.
Hey, the horn. I gotta have a horn for that. That's beautiful.
Even if you don't hit, I'm gonna pay you to come. You know what I mean? I want you to leave with something. Even if you ain't hitting, but this is what I want to tell comedians or whoever, rappers, whatever. If you ain't in a clique, that don't mean you ain't who you are. Just because you ain't hanging with certain people, let me tell you something. You still, because sometimes people don't want you on their stage because you rock it better.
Still they shine.
Yeah. I done had people tell me that say, now you remember, I had a big comedian, well known, tell me. Now you about to make me work.
Yeah. That's a compliment for real. Like, yeah.
And then he was like, tone it down. I was like, I did. Right. You don't really want me to be who I am. Because when I headline, it's over.
Like he actually told you to tone it down?
Yeah,
I heard plenty stories.
Who said that?
Oh, you know how many comics do that? Let you be funnier than the headline. The headline will come out, tell the host, listen here, bomb for 3 minutes, then bring me up.
Yeah. What? They'll tell you that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, matter of fact, I did a show one time and they told the feature, hey, listen here, don't go too crazy. Because you don't want you funnier than the headliner. And the headliner, the headliner telling us, go bananas, man. I want y'all to act a fool. But he's telling us not because the club don't want you funnier than the headliner. Because you got at point people that it's entertainment at the end of the day still. It's still a business. And it's still a business and it's still egos in this month. And I'm not gonna say not every comic is a jerk, not every comic is a cool person. I done work with some very cocky people, but I also work with some real down to earth folks that want to see you grow. So it just how the game is. In the rap game, y'all know y'all got cats with egos.
You ain't gonna tell me take one for the team.
You know what I mean? And like, take one for the team. Trust me, I've been on trips with people who have egos who ain't even doing that. But guess what I do? I go on and I show them this is what I'm here for. This ain't a game for me. But like anybody that's around, it ain't no game. We go out every day hunting, getting it, trying to be better than the next one.
When you got the anointing of your gift, you can't cut it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you know you're born for something and it's in you, it ain't no trying to cut back, I can't help what I bring.
This is who I am.
This is who I am, and I'm not gonna change for nobody.
I was just about to say that. So
Like,
do y'all actually do that for people that's asking that, or do you do you?
I can't help it.
Right. Can't
Even
shut
if
this shit off.
I tried it before,
You did.
and it's not my fault that the crowd was into
They still
it.
gravitated
Like,
to you. Yeah.
I done had people tell me, like, you know, people talking behind your back, like, you done heard conversations, you know what I'm saying? They in a room talking about you, but the people they talking about you to, they'll pull you to the side, like, oh, they was talking about trying to, but I was like, that's great. Talk about me. I'm doing something. Because
Exactly.
if you ain't doing nothing, ain't nobody gonna talk about you. So you gotta, I thank God for people that don't like me.
I hadn't realized that.
You still a fan.
I didn't
Because
realize that, bro.
it's something, you know what I mean? Because you gotta surround yourself. You gotta surround yourself with you.
So let me ask you this: have you and Kev ever rocked the stage at the same time together?
Yeah, all the time. Like on the stage at the same time.
Yeah.
We ain't never did that. I don't think people will be able to have it.
I think y'all be too. I take that back. I take that back. We have, bro.
Yeah, we did.
We have like all four of us.
All four of us, we
at the
did.
same
All
time.
four of us.
Yeah.
It was four. I forgot about.
Jamie J was on there with y'all.
It was Jamie J, P. Dot, me.
All four of y'all.
And y'all don't understand him and P. Dot. These are some animated brothers. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he be clowning.
And they clown. And
So
they
y'all
just
feed
funny.
off each other's energy. When
And
you
to
right
answer
there.
this question, he was asked who was the funniest.
Yeah,
Nobody else. We was all
Nobody,
funny.
because I believe
Yeah, we was all on one page. All on
But
the
now
same.
that
y'all probably
ain't
going
something
off the
where
same
y'all like
energy too.
y'all kind of rehearse it before.
No, we just did
Y'all just get up there
And do-
I would where the motherfucker start.
Like the what's his name?
It was like the 75 South type of vibe.
I was just about to say
the
that.
motherfucker could start off with, y'all just go with the flow.
75 South. What questions you got, baby?
Man, invite me, man. I think I'm funny. I might not be the funniest.
Shush up. Shush up.
Now let me start the show.
Shush up.
I want to start the show.
You could do a lot of things.
What stereotypes about comedians that are
Shouldn't
actually
be
true?
surprised at my joke.
What are some stereotypes about comedians that are actually true?
Stereotypes. It's true.
About comedians?
Okay. One stereotype. A lot of comedians, what me and Kev learned together after talking with shows and stuff, after shows, a lot of comedians in pain.
They got like
They
certain.
got back end shit that they still.
in darkness.
So that's where that shit coming from. They gotta turn it to
Hold on, brother.
Yeah. Let him finish. Yeah.
Hey, he know. I feel it, like, cause I know, like, I done been through pain, and I had to make fun of it. I had to make do with it. I had to get through it the type of way, the way I did it. I capped on niggas. I had to, even though it was my pain, no matter what I went through, I swear to God, I turned it on the other.
You gotta realize, man, some comedians that get up there, they rent ain't paying. But they gotta make you laugh. Because they go break down when they get home. So we gotta have that energy. Because sometimes people think because we up there making them laugh that we got it all together. I went through a divorce and did the best shows of my life.
Talk about
But
it, right?
after the show, nobody knew when you get by yourself. You crumble. Like, okay, I made all these people laugh, but I ain't got no laugh at me. You know what I mean? But I'm making them. You forget about yourself. You know what I mean? You forget about yourself sometimes. Not being there. I was married, 17. I'm used to we're coming home and seeing my little kids run up to me, daddy. That ain't happening no more. So I got all that on my plate. Then I'm going to a comedy show. So I got to forget about what's outside and then come inside. But when I go back outside, it's waiting on me. And I know it's waiting on me. But I'm still up there forgetting about myself, making sure y'all good when y'all go home. That's why I want to make sure somebody laugh and somebody feel better than I feel when I go home.
I want people to understand this.
I believe that's why you
Hold on.
As a comic, we out there. Y'all don't realize how much of a therapist we are to y'all. We take pain and make laughter. So I go up there for 30 minutes and take away all your stress, pain, drama, tears, all that sad shit you're going because I done made you laugh. I done made you forgot about it. Now I'm going through hell and high water. And the jokes I'm telling you is what I'm really going through. Like real shit. And guess what you doing? Laughing. But guess what? I'm keeping a smile on your face on a regular basis. And people don't realize we some of the strongest people in this world. And not everybody do what we can do. I understand people think they're funny, but now you gotta get on stage and take your joke, your pain, and make them laugh.
That's deep.
And now you gotta realize you gotta laugh at it. Because if you ain't laughing at your jokes, ain't nobody about to laugh at your shit.
That's deep what you just said. But real quick, we about to take a quick commercial. Let Chris go ahead and play your video real quick about your stickers real quick. Quick interlude.
Yeah, you already know what it is. DJ Boo, Blue Squad Radio. You want your stickers, you want that connect, make sure you hit up my dude, Christopher Lee Chady. 200 custom stickers for $50. Yeah, you already know what it is. DJ Boo, Blue Squad Radio. You want your stickers, you want that connect, make sure you hit up my dude, Christopher Lee Chady. 200 custom stickers for $50. Make sure you hit him up, hit him up, hit him up.
Got my stickers, guys. WWC stickers that came in. Came with a pen. Got the bracelet again. Worldwide collaboration. Got my stickers out right now. There's this one. That's me, guys. And this is me. Shout out to Christopher Lee Cheney. Got the
Christopher Lee Cheney. Okay, I'm checking that out. Wait, 200 custom stickers for $50. Like, I have so many orders that I want. So I will definitely check him out on Facebook, on Instagram, on all of the things, because that would be amazing. And also I have friends who would probably want to use that too. So that would be amazing. Thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. That's amazing.
Shout out to Chris, man.
Yeah, shout out Chris.
We love you. I gotta order mine. I got the stuff that you sent me about how many different ones. But I got a few of them. So we'll link up. We talk every day. So I'll most definitely holler at you about the stickers. We need the June Hip Hop Award ones. We need a few of them. Yeah, we need the day-to-day. And most definitely I'm gonna do a few of them. He said you could do like 10 to 10. So I'm gonna do multiple. It's because you get 200 for 50. So I might want to get more than that. So I'm gonna holler at you ASAP, Chris. I appreciate you. Let's go.
Y'all got a women question for us?
We do.
Can we get to it?
Yeah, we could get to that. So here. So look, you want a shot? You need a shot?
They go some New Mexican shit right there. I just left Cinco de Mayo.
You need a shot?
That's why I was late. Cinco de Mayo right there. I'll take one.
Yeah, get him a cup so I get him a shot. Okay, so Alethea, this is a question from my sis. Yeah, it's one of them. So it's a question for my sis, man. She got this question. I told her I was gonna let her know because I was gonna let her tell me, but I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna read it for her. I told her I was gonna tag her. Let me tag her real quick, and then if she get on, that's fine. But I'm still gonna read it, and we're gonna go from there. So you already know. All right, so.
I'm in the corner for a reason.
He said, I don't want no smoke, boy. That is hilarious. Okay, so Alethea, she said, what would the men of today say to the men of tomorrow? how to motivate and uplift the Black woman to their greatest potential. I'm gonna write it in here too. So I can put it up there so y'all can read it again.
Let's start with the youngest to the oldest.
Man, you started off there, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hold on. Go ahead. You want me? You need to reread it?
Yeah, say that one more time.
Okay. Let me.
I think they need to hear it before I.
She said they gonna think about it. She said y'all gonna have to think about this one.
I ain't gotta think about nothing. I'm the youngest.
Yeah, you do. You irritating the shit out of me too. I'm trying to be nice.
I could lead too.
I mean, you know, you always irritate me. Don't mean I don't love you, but golly, you keep talking over everybody. It's day to day, y'all. It's day to day. I love my son. Yeah, that's my first love, y'all.
All family in this motherfucker right
Yeah,
now.
we all family. You know, trust me, they used to
you
it.
First, nigga, don't leave now. You got the microphone.
Hey, they ain't used to. Hey, wait a minute, ain't y'all used to that though?
You a man, y'all even let her even. She should have no say so right now. But I'm talking to the men, and the fact I don't give a damn about nothing. Yeah, but you should have nothing to say right now. And my opinion about Man Monday.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Me and Mondays, you got to understand too that I'm in the back. I'm reading things. I'm taking care of things. So at the end of the day, I can still. It's day to day too. Get your ass up out of here.
Where you go?
Okay, read that one. Read that, child. Read that. I love you. Read that. Read that. Read that. He's stupid. Read that, man.
What would the men of today say to the men of tomorrow? How to motivate and uplift the Black woman to their greatest potential tomorrow? I'm gonna add that there because that's what she meant tomorrow, not today.
I got two or three words. I don't know if it makes sense. Disrespect and love yourself. That's all I can go. I was gonna get into details.
That was a lot, though. You dropped it.
That's deep.
Hey, that's all I'm gonna say.
That's deep.
Because I was gonna break it down into details on what I expect, because I don't expect nothing. And that sounds crazy. I got expectations, and I don't expect nothing. That's the type of man I am. So that's why I live the life I live.
You gotta have expectations. Go on, get up out of here, man.
Nah, I got more goals than I got expectations. I got goals because I set them. So some shit I can expect, I can never concede it.
So
I can never see some shit that
So read the question again and let's talk about the question. You said what you said.
You said it, and that was well said.
And you said it very well. Yeah, you said what you said.
Just trying to find the proper order.
Yeah, we love you. Yeah, you
We're trying to figure out who the oldest out the rest of us, right?
Yeah, we need to know that. It's Cam, the youngest.
I'm 31 though, man. I'm 31. It started with me. That's all.
Go ahead, Cam.
Cam next.
31.
Oh man, to uplift women to the greatest potential.
So no, you got to read it from the beginning of what she's saying. She's saying, what would the men today say to the men tomorrow, which is the future?
What do we tell our sons? Or young men?
Basically, I ain't got no.
Yeah, no, I understood that part.
Tell the youth
up to how to speak about our sisters, pretty much, right?
About the black.
Uplift the black woman. If you truly, I would say, learn to listen, to truly try to understand. Really don't expect anything, but prepare to give everything.
That ain't cool.
You know what I mean? But
it ain't cool, but
I'm being truthful. You know what I'm
We
saying?
talking about men now. We ain't talking about men.
Everything, but one thing is to always uplift. And another thing, always uplift your queen, never break her down. I'm big on that. There's no reason to break down our sisters. There's no reason to call her out her name. There's no reason to be disrespectful. We men, we tough enough to handle words. Yeah, it might hurt, but guess what? God made us strong for a reason.
So I got a question.
That's all I can really tell them like that, you know.
All right.
Who next? Who next?
I'm gonna go because before I forget, I'm gonna say when you was
Go ahead, yeah, let Mike do it. Go ahead, Mike, before you forget. Go, Mike, before you forget.
But he was asking who was gonna go next. So I took the spot. Right. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say this. I apologize later. I'm gonna say this right here. This what I would say: protect and love her, or leave her alone.
Oh, I ain't get that.
So what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say I'm gonna tell my younger me's and the generation that's coming up under me to love yourself. Always put God first, and don't you study long, you study wrong. You know what I'm saying? Know what you're gonna do. Like you take too much time on it, you're gonna fuck it up. You spending too much time on it. You know, that's what I'm talking about dealing with. Get out of here. Don't worry about her. Talk to yourself. If you study long, you study wrong.
She's not here right now.
Keep your mind focused and stay sharp, and can always respect your woman. Respect your queen regardless.
Okay, I got something else to say.
Let me give him a clap. Go ahead, hurry up so you can go on up out of here because we still got people to go. How you gonna get in front of the cameras? Watch out for you. Like sit down somewhere. Like, why I gotta act like your mother on here?
Because you his mother.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Go ahead. Who next, man? Go ahead, Andre.
But look, but Andre go next. It's always ways to uplift your women other than just the mental, because all I've been hearing is mental. But that's me. I'm being real.
Hold up, say that again.
It's other ways to uplift your women other than mentally. And all I've been hearing is mental stuff, like, because this is mentally how we can uplift our woman, but the way we met our woman always can be that active way to consist our love too, to show them like, shit, it ain't never stopped when I met you. This is what we've been doing.
Yeah,
this
but
is,
you grow.
I mean,
and you got to grow.
You grow into everything,
and you grow out of certain stuff that you use.
You can't grow out of nothing that you like, that you really like love in the beginning. You can't grow out of that. Like, so look, as an example, one of me and my fiance's first dates was a picnic.
Yeah, but that ain't. Can we talk? Go ahead, Dre.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Real, though.
I'm saying, let him finish. Let him finish because we wrapping up time.
I'm just saying, uplifting the woman.
I get you, baby. Let me. Hey, clap. I get you. What you said? No. What you said? Yeah.
I'm building my woman. And personal credit and on the street wise, and I gotta build her everywhere.
That's how I'm building and support. So
it's uplifting.
Everything is together.
You can be okay with this, but not okay with that though.
Yes, but it's all one umbrella. It's all one umbrella.
Because the women you might listen and she ain't okay with that.
What's already understood ain't got to be explained.
No,
for a motherfucking fact that you gonna take care of your queen.
Take one of your jelly.
All right, so I'm gonna answer the question, but I'm gonna do it another way. First of all, she gotta want to be uplifted, but we'll be trying to.
Ooh, say that again. Repeat what you just said. She gotta want to be uplifted. Before you can uplift her, anyway.
She gotta want to be uplifted.
Oh my God.
With the man you have, if he's trying his best, you can't expect to be uplifted the way somebody else is uplifted they want.
Or the way they did it before.
So my thing is, understand who you with. Learn who you with. Men is strong, women is emotional. You can't be too emotional with a woman. You got to learn what she's going through. Because I was married, and I keep it real. If I'd have listened more or did more, paid more attention, maybe stuff would have worked out more. But you have to want to be never down if you really want to be uplifted, uplift him too, and it'll meet in the middle. You know what I mean? It meets. So
What a
in order to uplift that woman, she got to be willing to, because she's with this man. If he work at McDonald's, let him. She got to accept where he's at the time to be uplifted the way she want to be. But you can't look outside who you. And this is where relationships get in trouble, because we look outside and look at other people's relationship over things, but we don't know what she's feeling. That lady can be riding in a Lexus or a truck, but we don't know what her heart is at. We don't know what's going on at home. And then materialistic things has really taken over the sensitive part of relationships. And
took away
the cycle.
Can I blow the horn with that?
No, it took away the cycle of the love. What they look at first.
I'm trying to pause it. I'm sorry.
We go for broke because we think that's go uplift her by buying things or getting things, but a man's supposed to take care of his home. But if you work for a team, you'll be more peaceful. So we've always learned, man, pay all the bills, man, do all this, man, do all that, man, do all that. But if you have I'm gonna go to church with her. She's supposed to be our helpmate. Helpmate. She's supposed to be there with us too. So sometimes we out there working, and what we go through on our jobs as black men, I'll say it as black men, and we come home and not being uplifted, it's hard to uplift somebody that's not trying to uplift you too. So you come home with all the things. Uplifting is a man that's going out that's already at work. That should be uplifting enough, because a lot of people
ain't doing it.
They're not doing it. So if you see a man that's trying his best, now we got enough leaders out there, we know that, but we talking about the positive side. In order to uplift the woman, man, you gotta listen. You gotta understand that she's emotional. She's a woman. You can't become soft with her in that moment. You gotta listen and pay attention. Sometimes what destroys a lot of relationships is pride. I'm too prideful to say, "Oh, baby, come here, man. I understand you had a hard day."
That can go both ways.
It go both ways. Yeah, it go both ways.
Woman can be prideful as well.
Yeah, be prideful.
And you know what I'm saying? Don't accept what the man.
That's what I'm saying. Don't want to accept what he's offering. So my thing is, whatever he's bringing to the table, and what else he knows to do at that time. If you want to be uplifted, like you said earlier, teach us what you need and see if we can bring it. If we're not bringing enough, let us know. But don't say, "Oh, he ain't doing nothing." Talk to him about it. We doing our best that we can. You know what I mean? We doing our very best.
Because what that do to us as a man? What do that do to us when they tell us what we're not doing, when we trying?
Yeah, because you gotta. It damages.
It damages mentally.
Yeah, mentally.
I'm just saying mentally.
Just
one. It could be one. Just one little. It could be one moment or one instant or one bill or one. Damn. It was one time.
You gotta.
And that let you know, like, but it still let you know you still gotta look at them too. I ain't gonna lie, I'm different, so she want me to shut up.
No, I was just waiting for y'all to finish y'all thought. You know what I mean?
You got 10 minutes.
In retrospect, to listen to all of what I've heard, you know what I mean, and thinking about my personal subject, and if I was to try to talk to a younger person who's seriously considering, not just playing with themselves, like real day stuff, like I'm really trying to make some shit happen and make some meaningful relationship with this individual, you got to go back to school.
Not necessarily.
You know what I mean? Like the reality of it is like I ain't real big on the education system. It's bullshit. And a lot of who gives a fuck about 50 presidents, the state capitals and all that shit. But they taught us how to learn some shit we didn't give a fuck about. And we learned how to remember the fucking state capitals, and we learned how to remember presidents. We learned how to learn about all this shit that didn't matter to us as black people, right? And we had to struggle through understanding and pass these punk ass tests to get to where we at this stage of the game, right? So with that being said, when you get into something you say you care about, you got to be willing to learn and go back to school and say, I want to learn this person because she ain't like nothing I've had because I'm giving her something I've never been willing to give nobody else. So I got to go back to school and try to learn this person. But at the same time, I need her to be a student as well because it's a two-way street. Like you said, Andre, like we got to feed off each other. Like sometimes I'm going to need you to reciprocate something to give me the motivation to keep going forward. You know what I mean? And be able to learn your mate, to be able to be able to give them and the weak, you know, because you got to find the chinks in their armor. They walk around like they bad bitches. They walk around like they got their shit set up, and they run like they got everything because they got a good job and they got a little something here and there. But you got daddy issues. But you and your mama relationship ain't good. You know what I'm saying? And all this shit pulls, you know, those things come out in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you don't take the time to really sit there and learn the significant other and be like, all right, well, I gotta tone it down a little bit. Had it been somebody else, I might react one way. But since I understand you have these situations going on, I got to be willing to accommodate you as an individual because I'm learning you as an individual and I'm going to treat you and love you as an individual. Not how I've been doing everybody, because most men, we get a routine and we just lay it down. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit work. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it worked, so it worked. Like, nah, like when you find somebody you feel like is that special person, you got to be willing to go back to class and throw all that shit you learned in the motherfucking past of the past and try to find the best version of what you need to get the best out of her. Because if she make you want to do this shit, obviously she bringing the best out in you. Mm-hmm. And you got to trust her, but you got to be willing to swallow some pride, take a step back, and do some and do some different shit. You know what I'm saying? To get the best out of it, because they say, what's the definition of insanity? We're keeping the same shit and expecting different results. How can you keep doing the same shit with a woman and think you're gonna get something different because it's a different face? Like, you gotta be willing to throw all your shit in the past and be like, all right, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna step way out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna do things and to try to make you better. But you gotta be willing to understand, I'm about to fuck some shit up. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. You're gonna cry. I'm gonna moonwalk all over your emotions. But I'm trying. I'm learning. I'm in school. Like, be patient with me as a new motherfucker trying to do this shit. You know what I mean? Because nobody comes with a handbook. We think a woman's supposed to know how to treat a man's supposed to know how to treat a woman, but each woman and each man got their own set of baggage. You know what I mean? That makes it hard to just put everybody under one singular umbrella. And if you was to say, well, I'm going to tell my younger self or tell the next generation, it's like, look, stop looking at everybody like they're the same. Everybody different. If somebody make you feel different, treat them different. Don't treat them the way you treated somebody else. Because some of us, our mamas ain't treat us like shit.
But sometimes it's hard to determine how somebody really treats, because some people be putting up pretend moments.
The representatives.
That hat in their face.
Representatives.
You really don't know until you get so far in and you've been like, I done got all the way into this motherfucking relationship and this ain't really what it was, what I thought it was going to be.
And that's why I used to tell my wife, like, when most people meet each other, they send a representative. Mm-hmm. They send a person they feel like they are.
Right. Not the person that they actually are.
Right. The person they feel like they are. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. But bitch, you insecure. You got this issues, you this issues, you got that. Mm-hmm. And I don't see that from at the club. I don't see that after 4 or 5 days. I don't see that after the first year or two. It might take me 4 or 5 years to realize when you finally start relaxing, I start pulling off the layers of this onion that I'm calling myself loving. And I pull out some shit that burn my eyes and stink. But I said I love this onion. You know what I'm saying? I love this motherfucker, so I got to be willing to deal with, because I understand that I'm peeling off layers, and I'm trying to get to understand this at a different level. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not willing to peel off these levels and have me crying and have me in uncomfortable situations and still love you, you know what I mean? Because shit ain't pretty. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be acting like, oh, happily ever after. That's some motherfucking Romeo and Juliet. That's some shit they wrote about, nigga. Like at the end of the day, love is hard. Relationships, dealing with a man and a woman, and for a long period of time, sex get monotonous, conversations get monotonous, motherfucking everything get monotonous. If you ain't willing to put the energy in and do something different and try to step outside your comfort zone. Because after you went with a motherfucker for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, what's new? Unless it's your thought process and you keeping an open mind and be willing to grow. You know what I mean? We get these theories like we're gonna stay like this forever. No, why? We growing. Like I don't want to be the same way I was at 40 as I'm gonna be at 60. Right. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to bend my wife over like I was when I was 25.
Hey, you funny.
Shit.
You know
Oh, he talking about. I am.
Hey, but you ain't 60 though. Until you ain't 60 though. And like, I'm talking about, I'm like,
I'm
when
gonna be 60 still throwing my leg up.
Right. And then catch a Charlie horse and be there like, ah.
He gonna have a Charlie horse.
Rub it.
My man hit that button. You can use the Charlie horse. Don't let her know this to make her think she's giving it to you.
Right.
You gotta work that Charlie horse out. You gotta move that leg. You gotta know how like, ooh, baby, you gotta let her. She's like, oh, I'm giving it to her.
But when you get older though, and when they trying to ball you up like that, you get Charlie horses too.
Right.
And sometimes you can handle it. Sometimes you might not be able to. Sometimes they might know, and sometimes
it don't work the
same.
Hold on, your knees don't bend like they used to. Hold on, you a little bit stiffer than you
That don't
was.
happen to me, and I can't handle no Charlie horse. So I'm like, hold on, baby. Look, I get on the floor and stretch a little real quick.
And then if you standing up and you in an awkward ass position and you trying to do something, I'm just saying. But so what all that was saying was like the evolution of us as men. Like we all can look back at where we was at 10 years ago and think today we think different.
what would you tell a young man though?
That's what we were telling them. The fact that you got to be willing to learn them, because before we just accept the motherfucker that, hey, I'm the shit. I got this going on. I got that going on. Fuck these other niggas. I'm 10 times better than 90% of the niggas out here. So bitch, deal with my bullshit. You know what I mean? Straight the fuck up. I got my shit together. I got this, that, and the third. Bitch, get over it. You'll be all right. Because I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. What they say, you want 80% of a motherfucker. My 20% ain't that bad, bitch. You be all right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, if you truly love somebody, you got to be willing to look in the mirror and say, like, I'm not doing this for her. I'm trying to be the best. Like, y'all say it's comedians. Like, when a motherfucker say, hey, tone that shit down. You're like, nah. You know why? Because y'all competition. You look in the mirror and see your competition. You don't look at another motherfucker and see competition. So with the same being said, it's like, I don't give a fuck what another nigga did. I'm doing the best of me. And if I could have been a bad motherfucker yesterday, that don't mean I'm happy with where I'm at as a bad motherfucker. Because 10 years from now, I want to be a badder motherfucker. And when I die, I want to be the baddest motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, because I want to continue, I want to try to continue to grow in those areas as a man, as my individual, because I'm my competition. You know what I mean?
That's what, so all of this that you're saying is valuable information. If you summed it up, what would the message be to the young?
To the YNs? Learn yourself and learn your mate, and then be willing to communicate the motherfucking differences between what we see and what we feel. Because sometimes what we see ain't what we feel. We don't always speak our true feelings as men. We take a lot of shit in the motherfucker. We take a lot of shit in and we just expect it as men. We need to be this, and we need to be more verbal to say, baby, you ain't make me angry. I'm frustrated. I'm hurt. You know what I mean? I'm disappointed. But we go to anger. We go to other shit. And if your woman heard you say those words, she would come at you and might treat you different. So just learn the person you are and learn that communication between the opposite sex ain't as cut and dry as we'll have it with each other. Because with men, we can speak this shit, kick this shit all goddamn day. But a woman be sitting there like, they went all
oh, no, we out of here.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying. They little powwow and shit. We be sitting around the corner like, wrap that shit up. You know what I mean? Like,
wrap it up. Oh, and that being said,
they be going the fuck off.
They be going the fuck off. And it's for men, we don't hear that shit. We hear what we hear, and we hear different things. And if you think that your woman hear the same shit that's coming out your mouth, you naive. We speak different languages, and if you ain't, when I go back to learning, Mike, you know what I mean? It's like learning the motherfucker, like learning the fact that we so different. But if we truly want to make this shit work, we got to accept our differences and work through that shit verbally.
Just a tidbit on what you said, man. I would tell them for real, prepare yourself for what you want. If you want a certain thing, you want a woman of education, you got to be of education. If you want a woman, what prepare yourself for the woman that you want. You know what I mean? So if you know you want to take care of this woman, like I tell dudes, before you get married, I learned. I even asked my ex-wife, like, what can I do? Like, what did I do? And she let me know some stuff. Right. So I said, as a man, next time, what you do is prepare yourself. If you have a house or an apartment, make sure it's stacked with toilet paper, this, or I'll prepare yourself for your mate, and that's what a lot of us don't do. We get in relationships with nothing. Right. We come in with nothing. We try to start off with nothing.
With love. No, you actually start off with lust.
Lust.
Right.
But the first thing,
but that's they call it. They
and it may not necessarily be lust. Everybody don't lust when they meet.
Right. They might want companionship.
I mean, they might just like it. It's attraction.
Everything we saying pretty much go back to it is go to school. Just go back to school. Yep. Pretty much exactly what you said. Because what everybody's saying, you still gotta learn, prepare. That's what school is. Just get back to it.
Bro, you know a test coming, nigga. And this is something that means something to you.
Prepare for that bump in the road.
Right. You know you ain't good at motherfucking spelling, nigga. Sit there and recite that shit. If you know you ain't good at that shit, practice that shit.
So are black women worth that though? Because some men act like that we're not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You got to get it.
You just hold on. Say what you gonna say. I want to hear it all.
I'm saying. No,
I just want to hear it all.
No. Because a lot of black men do not. I think a lot of men do not feel that we are worthy.
And guess what?
I'm being honest. Some men, not nobody in here. I'm not saying nobody in here. I'm not. Yeah, it's me and Mondays. Go ahead. I'm done.
If they feel like you not worthy, then they not worthy of you. Simple as that. Okay. We gonna keep that pushing because it's a whole big group of people who say you are worthy. We ain't worried about them cats that say you not worthy. Let them be on that 10% shit. Right. All right, now we wrapping this motherfucker up. Let's go.
Let's wrap it up.
Like, subscribe, share, comment in the section, and do it again.
I'm gonna turn this down. Let me turn this down. Though. Yes, that's why I gotta. That's why I gotta say I gotta put the mute. I gotta put the flyers up. I gotta put the flyers up. Okay.
You got my boy. We gonna show out before that shit. Miss that bitch, don't worry that.
Yes, what you said. I just want to be successful.
You heard it. Make your next move your best
I gotta rewind that, man. I gotta rewind that.
I'm running up with the next move. I'ma go hard with the next move. I'ma go crazy with the next move. I'm running up like Step Dude. Watch me go crazy with the next move. I'ma go crazy with the next move. Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
Be your best move.
Next move.
That's checkmate.
Next move.
I win.
Next move.
You lose.
Next move.
I checked you. I told my kids, the sky is the limit. I'm gonna get money as long as they print it. Make my next move my best move with my clan. I'ma get it from a little to a grown ass man. I ain't letting nobody stop my show. I'ma get dough every damn week though. Every damn day I'ma get the cheese. Guacamole overdose and getting blue cheese. Got me running with niggas who don't give a fuck. 100 bells on the gumbo loaded in them trucks. Keep them guns on me 2 steps ahead of my enemy. Cause I know they wanna see me rest in peace. But I ain't going, I ain't went. Punk bitch. Get my money, get my hustle on. I'm rich. My whole team living life on successful shit. Rich. Yeah.